What's up everyone, Stoeman here. Welcome to another episode. I'm super excited to show you today's lineup of NFT artists. So on today's episode, we've asked 22 NFT artists, how would you make your NFT project stand out from the crowd and why? So if you're struggling to make your NFT art stick out, then let's see what they had to say. So before we get started, don't forget to like and comment on the video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to view more pieces from the artist or contact the artist, their information will be in the description below. And if you'd like to read a short bio of the artist, that information will be in the comment section below. Now let's get started. Max says, I always like to ensure my work stands out through a meticulous process of taking ideas that are fundamentally spiritual to me as a person, and I create the work from the ground up by drawing my thoughts and beliefs in old school pencil, charcoal, and graphite before I use modern techniques of AI and graphics to complete the vision. This leads to original and authentic pieces. Great collection. Keep up the great work. A Man in the Wall says, my project gains value thanks to the use of elegant shapes, striking elements such as eyes, mouths, and subtle details. In addition, each NFT by itself is visually attractive, thanks to its composition based on its design and color, so you will not find any NFT that is not visually and compositionally attractive. In addition, this project is thought of in different phases, so when they see the second phase, they will want to have one of both, with super low cost so that everyone can make a profit. And together as a community, the project is made known and it acquires more and more value. Great project. Keep up the great job. Abami World says, apart from our stunning NFT arts, Abami World NFT automatically allows our NFT holders to be part of the movement to ensure civil rights for the underserved. We're partnering with different organizations to accomplish this inclusiveness mission through those who invest in our project. That's how we stand out from other NFT projects. Great collection. Keep up the amazing job. Anne says, I would make my NFT project come to light by the fact that it is unique. It is rarely found. I chose to involve many styles in my project, and that makes it unique. I can't say this in detail, but I chose to use things from spirituality and more strange things. I also chose to use love in all my pieces. Great collection. Can't wait to see what you come up with next. Dr. Pixelstein says, I feel my project would stand out because each individual design has its own personality, backstory, and quirk. Everyone these days is looking for a mask to hide behind, so I'm making a small collection of pixel bots that could be used across the metaverse. The backstories are comedic, but add depth to the image and expand your imagination beyond just what you see in the image. You create your own character within the image. And that's what we love to do because it helps us to escape from this insane reality, even for a moment. Great collection. Can't wait to see what you come up with next. Shriver says, I believe that NFT projects stand out by thinking outside the box when it comes to utility. There is more to value than staking and bennies. What is the narrative and community you are trying to cultivate? What type of value is there to be derived from focusing on storytelling and relationship building with early holders? If you want to stick out among the pack, you have to pick a direction different from the crowd and go boldly towards it without fear. Be flexible and willing to analyze your trajectory, but trust your instinct and try something new. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Great collection. Keep up the amazing job. Expert Truffle Pass says, I stand out from the crowd by making 3D ball videos. It's something different from all other NFTs. I want to make the biggest collection of 3D ball videos. I want to make a collection that everyone can trust. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Fcc Eagle NFT says, I believe what sets us apart from the rest of the projects out there is our strong community building around Fcc NFTs, and we are new. We are more than 1,000 people who aim to protect the Philippines eagles and the Filipino culture. We want our community to keep growing through this art, and you can also earn FCC coins by staking this NFT. Great collection. Keep up the great job. FRANkIE. FRANkIE says, I'm a one-of-one artist in the Web3 NFT space, and I've minted a couple of my traditional paintings as NFTs on the Foundation platform. So on the basis of making my NFTs stand out from the crowd, what I've done so far is create very outstanding works, and to them I attach these descriptions, which are thoughts and feelings related to humans and their emotions. The reason is that I would like anyone who's collecting my NFTs would be able to go through them and find a piece that they really connect with. Not just connecting with them, but also they're agreeing with whatever thought or idea the art conveys to be true, including the fact that the collector will have the opportunity of getting the physical canvas. Because as much as I would like my art to be sold as an NFT and just sit on a wall, I would also love it to be felt physically, from the brush strokes, textures, to the tiniest of detail. Great collection. Keep up the amazing job. Head NFT. Head NFT says, my point of view in the field of NFT is to produce special, realistic, detailed, and most importantly, limited edition collections instead of tens of thousands of production. I expect this style to become more widespread in the NFT field in the future, and people will turn to NFTs that are limited. In addition, I plan to carry my collection higher with collaborations in the future. Great collection. Keep up the amazing job. KRYPTO. KRYPTO says, here is the way we stand out from other NFT projects. The idea is based on the exclusive luxury car collections. They generate financial results by adding blockchain technology. The intention is to revolutionize the perception of automobiles in the metaverse. We start with the art collection and in sequence launch the HKK Design Studio, with our own designed 3D concept cars with focus in metaverse and gaming. Third step, we'll build the 3D digital factory to visit and interact. Make your car order to use in the metaverse. Great collection. Keep up the amazing job. King Sid says, all of my NFTs look realistic and made by my own imagination. That's why they are different and unique from the other NFTs out there. Great work. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. MetaVisionNFT-HS artist. MetaVisionNFT-HS artist says, this MetaVisionNFT-HS project took shape from the need to bring art closer to people again, by developing closer ties and stimulating visual revolutions. The idea was formed from the search for a fresher approach, a new concept of the future NFT, a new digital way to reach art. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Milan Night. Milan Night says, in my opinion, most collections from famous collections have been imitated, and for some NFTs it is possible to add things that are even meaningless. In my collection, a character is defined for each coin or token, and in most of them, I try to convey a special meaning. And in my opinion, it is special compared to most collections because it builds a sense of community in a way that you get to collect pieces of your favorite cryptocurrency. But because I am new, my work may not be seen. Great collection. Keep up the great work. NFT Freak. NFT Freak says, one thing I am super proud of is how creative I can be when a picture outcomes right from a place of production, which is what makes my end product stand out from any other NFT you can find out there. Because I'm first a photographer, I always create every NFT by first snapping the picture with a real model. The process to make the NFTs, my uniqueness is having the real image of my NFTs. That at a good bargain, I could decide to give a buyer or collector the images my NFTs are made from pictures I took by myself, not downloaded from anywhere. Cool collection. Keep up the amazing job. Paviasmetaexotics. Paviasmetaexotics says, how will this project stand out? By building a strong community that only spreads peace, goodness, and love. But every NFT creator says that. My vision is what separates this project. My dad's happiest memories all stem back to a cabin on a lake in Utah. I was able to go to as a kid also. I remember many walks through those foresty areas around the lake. I bought a Pavia metaverse land plot surrounded by forest. I'm creating an almost exact replica of the cabin in Utah, inside Pavia. I want to be able to meet the dad and brother in Pavia portal, walk to the lake together. The best part, with a one-of-one metaverse panther, diamond eyes glistening in the metaverse sunlight. Metaverse panthers that will obey a few simple commands, sit, stay, etc. This part has been the fight of my life. I'm not too metaverse ready yet, just an NFT for now. A freelance developer can make this happen. I don't have the resources now to pay for it all. I am Pavia Creator Program verified with stamp, which is a big deal to me. I am proud of it. I put that stamp on every digital thing I have. Send percentage of royalties to enrich programs for large cats in captivity with monthly pictures. A page for new NFT post pics. And name their panther. I got a lot of enjoyment naming panthers. Also, if you name your panther after a real cat at the zoo, a percentage of the NFT goes to that cat. Cool collection. Can't wait to see what you come up with next. Philosophy Teacher's Diary. Philosophy Teacher's Diary says, I'm traveling the world with my bike. This is a very difficult thing. I've cycled to 24 countries and experienced a lot. I laughed a lot, cried a lot, and took a lot of photos. I believe that art is between nature and people, and it's a quest. I'm just looking for it and taking a picture of it. It's not just a material gain. It's a spiritual gain. Great collection. Keep up the great work. Saman MV. Saman MV says, how I think my art stands out from the crowd. First of all, I believe that in the NFT world, many artists just create without paying attention to the concept and the meaning they want to convey. When I create my art, I do the opposite. It means that first I have the idea and the story, and then I create my art to tell that story. Because I think art is meaningful when it creates meaning. Of course, I respect the art for art movement, and I'm also a fan, but I'd like it better when I can say something meaningful. Great work. Keep up the amazing job. Strangeling.NFT. Strangeling.NFT says, let's start with the why, then I'll give you the how. Why is because we believe that everyone should be able to own a masterpiece, and we are building a community around this concept. Our project is on the XRPL, starting at 99 XRP. Transfer fees are 0.00012, and transfer time is within seconds. Every NFT is hand-painted using acrylic paint by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and then scanned into a digital format at Ultra HD 4K resolution. That's a masterpiece. Our soon-to-be-released XLS20 limited edition NFTs take it to the next level by adding 2D animated seamless loops with HD audio to bring the painting to life. We are currently creating a community Discord and implementing a profit-sharing system. 25% profit sharing for NFT holder holding any Strangeling NFT allows you to share a portion of 25% profits from all future XLS20 NFTs limited edition collections when they are sold out. The percentage you receive is based on a point value system for every NFT that you hold. Great collection. Keep up the great work. SuBi FD Artist. SuBi FD Artist says, first, my project is original digital made. All my NFTs made by me, and some of them tells you what your brain wants you to know. For example, the eye, wings, and legs, and the colors. And the coronavirus is an animation NFT that I make because of the times we live in. The client who buys that can tell in the future that COVID-19 was the worst disease in the decade of the world. All my pieces have a story to tell, so make sure you tell yours. Great collection. Keep up the great work. The Fanny. The Fanny says, I think that to be a crypto artist and move freely in the NFT ecosystem, several things are necessary in order to stay with the times in the long term. The NFT ecosystem is just beginning, so you have to be very patient. That's the key, as well as being very persistent, with a lot of faith and trust. Everything can be achieved with this magic formula. Persistence with faith, trust, and much patience. On the other hand, you must believe in what you do. That will make a huge difference. What is authentic takes time to be noticed. So keep going, never give up. If you don't give up, you won't fail. Great collection, keep up the great work. VJ.art. VJ.art says, my project is based on mental health and aimed at balancing and empowering positive mindset with capturing the user's attention for a minute or two from the ongoing issues faced by the user. For example, if you are facing anxiety because of some event which has happened, the more you think about it, the more anxious you become. But if you have an escape for the issue, automatically your subconscious mind will hint you to the following procedure, which is easy and effective. So user can immediately unlock his or her phone and look at my painting and start engaging with it by exploring and probably build a story around it, which will be interesting. It won't take too much time and it will be effective. All happening within your mind, and effectively users' focus is now on the creative process and hence reduces the anxiety because creative process includes expression of one's thoughts and emotions. And through this process, the subconscious mind will believe that yes, there is a way to channel the negative energy into a positive energy. I believe that the process of exploring and have an imaginary adventure with the help of my art stands out from the rest of the projects. Along with this, my paintings are depicted of an imaginary landscape which doesn't exist in the real world. It's purely my imagination of how an ancient civilization and cosmic visitors who were living amongst us and how they helped the civilization thrive with advanced technologies. The knowledge that was shared and the techniques that were used to implement them stand out even today. That's what I imagine and draw these without any reference. So this itself makes my project unique from the rest. Great collection. Keep up the amazing job. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching the whole way through. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash the like button and comment on the video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to be featured on the next episode, just DM me on Twitter. The instructions are in the description below. A huge thank you to all the NFT artists for their submissions on today's episode. We'll see you next week. Until then, keep on creating.